And fireworks have already erupted post that jibe towards the opposition came in from Prime Minister Modi himself at News 18's Rising Bharat Summit. Sanjay Raut, in fact, has now come out with a clarification after this Aurangzeb's jibe. He said that his words were misinterpreted. He further added that Modi should stop this habit of shedding crocodile tears. Nobody is abusing him. He is the Prime Minister. He should maintain the integrity of his position. Let's listen into what Sanjay Raut actually said.
मोदी जी को कोई अब्यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं। मोदी जी का पुराना धंधा है अपने विरोधियों को अब्यूज करो, बदनामी करो। उनका कौन सर काटेगा भाई? प्रधानमंत्री है देश के, हमारे आदरणीय है। हमारे पास क्या ईडी सीबीआई है क्या सर काटने के लिए? वो आपके पास हथियार है, 2 तलवार आपके पास है ईडी सीबीआई की। हाँ, जब चाहे किसी का भी आप सर उड़ा सकते हो, जेल डाल सकते हो। हमारी सरकार आएगी तो हम इस प्रकार की बदली की राजनीति नहीं करेंगे। मोदी जी, आप निश्चिंत रहिए, आपको पूरी सुविधा मिलेगी।
We have CNN News 18's Vinay Deshpande joining us live on the broadcast. Vinay, very good morning to you. We were expecting some sort of fireworks post that comment came in from Prime Minister Modi yesterday at our event. But at the same time, while Sanjay Raut was giving out this clarification of his words being misinterpreted, he took another jibe at the security agencies. He said that we don't have those 2 talwars like ED and CBI, and we cannot even dare to abuse Prime Minister. Otherwise, these agencies will be used against us.
Well, yes, he has gone ahead with the kind of allegations that he has been making against the Prime Minister. Now, remember, after the whole controversy around the comments like Aurangzeb, Sanjay Raut told the media that it was the Aurangzeb tendency that he was talking about, and that his statements have been misinterpreted. At the same time, he has said that there's absolutely nobody who can dare to behead the Prime Minister. There's a dignity of that office that will have to be maintained, there is no doubt, but at the same time it is the Prime Minister who has 2 swords of the ED and the CBI, using which it is the Prime Minister who is beheading the opposition leaders. So clearly another set of allegations there which have been levelled by Sanjay Raut, who spoke about not only how his comments with respect to Aurangzeb have been misinterpreted. Now remember, elaborately he had spoken about it in the Buldhana rally yesterday, where he said how Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was born in Maharashtra, and that how Aurangzeb was born in Aurangabad in Gujarat. He tried to build a whole narrative. Both Uddhav Thackeray as well as Sanjay Raut built an entire narrative saying how the Hindavi Swarajya or Hindutva has been kept intact by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who was born in Maharashtra, and that it was Gujarat which tried to see to it that he bowed down, but he did not, and he did not bow down to any pressures. So those were the kind of similarities that were that the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction tried to draw yesterday, clearly indicating, in fact, at one point in time, Sanjay Raut had also said in his speech that Aurangzeb was born in a village which is next to Prime Minister Modi ji's village. So we saw the direction in which that entire speech had gone, after which the Prime Minister had slammed the opposition for calling him or comparing him to Aurangzeb. Today, Sanjay Raut says that comment has been misinterpreted, and that it was not Aurangzeb, that it was not that the Prime Minister was called Aurangzeb, but that Maharashtra will not take any Aurangzeb tendencies, and it will not bow down to any Aurangzeb, is what he had meant. Clearly, this war of words is not dying down anytime soon, after Sanjay Raut has again said that the Prime Minister only has 2 swords by which he is continuing to behead the opposition leaders. Back to you.
Definitely, Vinay. Also, we heard what Sanjay Raut actually said yesterday with regards to Prime Minister Modi. He clearly drew the parallels between Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji, as well as Aurangzeb. He sort of compared Maharashtra as well as Gujarat when he talked about Prime Minister Modi belonging to the state of Gujarat. Is there even a question of confusion and misinterpretation as far as his word goes? Also, is there any leader from Maha Vikas Aghadi, if they have reacted to the kind of comments which have been made by Sanjay Raut himself?
Well, if we see, all other Maha Vikas Aghadi leaders have stayed mum on this controversy. Interestingly, it is the NCP Ajit Pawar group which has jumped into the fray. So it's not just the BJP which has slammed Sanjay Raut and Uddhav Thackeray for their comments, but it is also the NCP Ajit Pawar group that has slammed Sanjay Raut. Now remember, the whole discussion when it came to the speeches of both Sanjay Raut as well as Uddhav Thackeray were the point that they were trying to make, that nobody bows down to the pressures that were put by Aurangzeb, and that is why those who bowed down finally ended up becoming the ambassadors of the perpetrators of crime and hatred, and the only ones who did not bow down were the ones who could sustain Hindutva, and that is why the Hindutva or the saffron flag continues to fly high in Maharashtra. So it was a simile that the Shiv Sena tried to draw between the BJP and Aurangzeb, clearly indicating that there were similarities between them, and that it was not Uddhav Thackeray who was going to bow down to this. Also appealing to the local cadres to not bow down to the pressures. So that was the whole gist of the speeches that were given in Buldhana yesterday. Clearly, the BJP has been up in arms against the comments that have been made by Sanjay Raut as well as by Uddhav Thackeray. We have seen that may it be leaders like Ram Kadam or Nitesh Rane, several leaders have come out in the open to slam him and to say that such kind of attitude towards the Prime Minister and language against him was absolutely not okay. Back to you.
Definitely. Vinay, please stay with us. We've got some political reactions coming in over the same story as we are expecting the issue to snowball even further. Let's take a look at those reactions first.
संजय राउत उद्धव ठाकरे सेना प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को औरंगजेब कहते हैं, कभी राहुल गांधी चोर कहते हैं, कभी सोनिया जी शैतान हत्यारा कहती है, इंडिया अलायंस के नेता नरेंद्र मोदी जी को चाय वाला कहती है। जवाब मिलेगा, जनता जवाब देगी। अब की बार 400 पार।
आपकी सड़ी हुई मानसिकता, हिंदुत्व विरोधी मानसिकता, इससे पूरे महाराष्ट्र को, पूरे देश को पता चले। औरंगजेब की कब्र पर फूल चढ़ाने वालों के साथ आज आप बैठ करके सत्ता भोगने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। अरे उद्धव जी, आपको तो औरंगजेब नाम की कब्र हो चुकी है। आप जिस प्रकार से औरंगजेब ने अपने पिता को कैद किया और अपने भाइयों की हत्या कर सत्ता स्थापन की, जो आपने राज ठाकरे जी के साथ की थी। अगर आज किसी को महाराष्ट्र में पूछा जाए कि महाराष्ट्र में औरंगजेब के बाद सबसे बड़ा सत्ता पिपासु कौन है, तो गली का बच्चा भी ये कहेगा कि उसका नाम उद्धव ठाकरे है।
Vinay continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Vinay and I, now coming back to you, if we were to ask about the agenda for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, the kind of comments that the opposition has continuously been making towards the Prime Minister, for that matter, this one, like the Sanjay Raut's comment of Aurangzeb, likening him with the Prime Minister, can we not say that they are sort of giving out all the issues on platter to the BJP to milk out of it in the upcoming elections?
Well, we have seen that controversy is not new for a leader like Sanjay Raut. In fact, there have been time and again for the last few years that he has been in headlines for the controversial statements he has made, particularly against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So while, the general perception that the BJP has is that it will only help the BJP with its own perception building when a leader, a regional party like the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction keeps referring to the Prime Minister in such derogatory terms. The Shiv Sena, on the other hand, feels that it is the only party which has the courage to speak the truth to the powers be and to call a spade a spade. Now, this is clearly a battle of perception that has been taking place in Maharashtra, where the Shiv Sena thinks that that is something that will up its quotient within its own voter base, wherein it will be seen as a courageous regional party to stand up to a national leadership, while we are seeing that may it be NCP, Sharad Pawar group, or may it be the Shiv Sena